You wake up one morning, reach for that glass of water beside your bed and take a slow sip, the same way you've done for years. But lately, something feels different. You're doing all the right things, you're eating better, walking more, drinking plenty of water, and yet, somehow, your body doesn't feel the same. Your hands feel colder. Your legs feel heavier. You get tired faster than you used to. And sometimes, even when you're resting, it feels like your heart is working just a little harder than before. You tell yourself, maybe it's just age. But deep down, you know something's changing. Something inside your body that water alone just isn't fixing anymore. See, after 50, your blood doesn't move through your body the same way it used to. The highways of your life, your blood vessels, begin to narrow, your circulation slows down, and oxygen struggles to reach where it's needed most. And that means your energy drops, your memory fades a little, your skin feels drier, and even your most private moments, the ones that once came so naturally, begin to tell the silent story of slowing blood flow. You're not broken. You're not weak. This is what time does to all of us. But here's the shocking part, the part most people will never hear from their doctor. Plain water might not be enough anymore. Because as you age, your body loses its ability to absorb and use water properly, especially when essential minerals start to run low. That's right, even if you drink 8 glasses a day, your cells could still be thirsty. And that slow, hidden dehydration could be what's draining your energy, your focus, and your vitality. But what if I told you there's a simple, natural way to turn it all around? What if, instead of just drinking plain water, you added one simple mineral that helps your blood flow freely again, that opens your arteries, that gives your heart, your brain, and even your most private parts the oxygen they've been begging for? Now, this isn't some miracle powder or magic pill. No, it's pure science. A mineral your body once had in abundance when you were younger, but one that quietly slips away with every passing decade. And here's what's even more powerful. When you restore it, your circulation can come back to life. You start feeling lighter, clearer, more energetic, sometimes within just days. Your morning stiffness fades. Your confidence returns. Your body finally feels like it's working with you again, not against you. It's not fantasy. It's not a secret supplement. It's biology, plain and simple. And it starts with what you drink every single day. So before you take another sip of plain water, stop and think. Because the difference between feeling sluggish and feeling strong, between losing energy and regaining your spark, could come down to what's missing in that glass. In this video, you're going to learn exactly what that missing mineral is, how it helps restore blood flow, how it protects your heart, and how it can make you feel years younger, safely, naturally, and without relying on pills. By the end of this video, you'll understand why doctors and urologists are quietly urging people over 50 to stop drinking plain water, and start drinking smart water, water that heals, strengthens, and revives. Because your age doesn't define your energy, your circulation does. And once you fix that, everything else, your mind, your mood, your manhood, your confidence, begins to come back to life. So stay with me, my friend. What I'm about to share could be the simplest yet most powerful health change you've ever made. You see, after 50, your body quietly begins to change in ways you can't always feel, at least not right away. It starts deep inside your arteries, those tiny roads that carry life to every corner of your body. Over the years, the walls of those blood vessels begin to lose their flexibility. They become stiffer, less elastic, like old rubber hoses that can't expand the way they used to. Your arteries, which once opened freely to let blood flow easily, start to narrow. And your heart, that faithful engine that's been running nonstop since the day you were born, has to push a little harder every single day just to keep things moving. Now, you might notice small signs at first. You get colder faster. Your feet tingle sometimes. You wake up feeling more tired even after a full night's rest. Your mind feels foggy in the morning. And yes, even those private, intimate moments, the ones you used to take for granted, start to become less predictable. You might look in the mirror and wonder, when did I start feeling this old? But here's the truth, it's not age itself that's stealing your strength. It's circulation. See, your body runs on oxygen, and oxygen depends on blood flow. Blood flow is life. It feeds your heart, your brain, your muscles, your skin. Every cell in your body depends on it. When your circulation slows down, everything slows down, your energy, your memory, your metabolism, even your mood. And the reason this happens so quietly is because of one small but mighty molecule called nitric oxide, something your body produces naturally when you're young. Nitric oxide is like your body's internal switch for healthy blood flow. It tells your arteries to relax, to open up, to let blood move freely through every organ. But after 50, your body's nitric oxide levels drop sharply, sometimes by as much as 50% or more. That means your blood vessels stay tight. your circulation weakens. And your tissues, from your heart to your brain to your reproductive organs, begin to feel the difference. That's why your hands and feet feel colder. That's why you can feel dizzy or drained, even after doing something simple like climbing a few steps. That's why your mind sometimes feels cloudy, or you find yourself searching for a word you used to know instantly. It's all connected, because it all comes down to blood flow. Now, I want you to understand something important here. This isn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. This is simply biology, the natural slowing of your body's circulatory engine over time. But here's the hopeful part. Just because blood flow slows with age doesn't mean it has to stay that way. You see, researchers have discovered that your circulation can be revived. Not with surgery, not with expensive pills, but by supporting your body's own ability to make nitric oxide again. And one of the simplest ways to do that isn't through food or exercise alone. It's through what you drink. That's right. The very thing you've been told to drink more of, water, might actually hold the key to reawakening your circulation, if you know how to drink it the right way. Because not all water works the same inside the body. Plain water hydrates, yes, but water that carries the right minerals can transform the way blood moves through your veins. It's like the difference between pouring water into dry soil and pouring it into rich, fertile ground. One just sits there, the other brings life. And that's why doctors and researchers are now paying close attention to what people over 50 put in their water each morning. Because when your body is missing even a single key mineral, the one that activates nitric oxide and helps your arteries stay open, your circulation can't thrive. So, before you take another sip of plain water, pause for a moment and think about this. What if the real solution to your energy, your heart health, and your performance, has been hiding right there in your glass all along? Now, let's talk about what's really going on beneath the surface. The science behind why your blood flow begins to slow, and how the simplest change in your daily water could make all the difference. You already know water keeps us alive. It makes up most of your blood, it cushions your organs, it keeps your cells awake and active. But here's the part most people don't realize. Plain water alone can't optimize circulation, especially once nitric oxide levels begin to drop with age. Think of it this way. If your body were a garden, plain water is like rainfall. It's good, it's needed, but if the soil has lost its nutrients, that water can't bring the plants back to life. That's exactly what happens in the human body after 50. Your internal soil, your cells, lose the minerals they need to actually use the water you drink. And that's where the problem begins. Your blood becomes a little thicker, your vessels a little stiffer, and your circulation starts slowing, quietly, steadily, year after year. So even if you're drinking 8 glasses a day, your cells could still be dehydrated, starved for the minerals that help them absorb and move water effectively. This is why many urologists and cardiovascular specialists now talk about something called functional hydration. Water that doesn't just quench thirst, but actively supports blood flow. It's water enriched with the very minerals your body loses over time. Minerals that help your arteries relax and allow blood to move smoothly through even the smallest capillaries. Scientists have found that when you dissolve certain natural compounds into your daily water, they work like tiny gatekeepers for your circulation. They help widen arteries. They lower blood pressure gently. They enhance oxygen delivery, not just to your heart or your brain, but to every organ that depends on steady blood supply, including the ones responsible for energy, endurance, and performance. It's incredible, isn't it? Something so simple, so ordinary, water, can become one of the most powerful tools for healing, once it carries the right ingredients. And here's the best part. This circulation booster doesn't come from a lab. It's not an expensive supplement, not some fancy powder advertised on late-night TV. It's a mineral your body already knows. One found in foods you've probably eaten your whole life. A mineral that sits quietly in the background doing hundreds of jobs every single day, but one that most people over 50 are unknowingly running low on. That mineral is magnesium. Now, don't let the simplicity fool you. Magnesium is one of the body's most essential minerals, and one of its most overlooked. It's the quiet hero behind every heartbeat, every muscle contraction, every nerve signal that tells your body to move, breathe, and feel. It's what helps your heart rhythm stay steady. It helps your blood vessels stay open and relaxed. It even helps your brain stay calm and focused. But here's the issue. After 50, magnesium levels begin to fall rapidly. Stress drains it. Sweating drains it. Even common medications for blood pressure, diabetes, and acid reflux can strip magnesium right out of your system. And when magnesium gets low, your body begins to show it in ways that are easy to ignore at first. Your muscles cramp more often. You feel tense. Sleep becomes harder. Your heartbeat sometimes feels off. Your energy dips. And your blood flow, that vital stream of life inside you, starts to slow. That's because magnesium helps your arteries relax. When it's missing, the walls of your blood vessels tighten and narrow, forcing your heart to work harder just to pump blood through your body. Over time, that constant strain can lead to fatigue, poor circulation, and yes, even those private issues that so many people quietly struggle with as they age. But here's the beautiful truth. When you replenish magnesium, you give your blood vessels permission to relax again. You help restore nitric oxide, that magical molecule that keeps arteries young and open. You let oxygen flow freely to your brain, your heart, and your muscles. And when your blood moves the way it should, you start feeling alive again. Science has shown that magnesium doesn't work in isolation. It helps balance potassium and calcium too, both vital for strong muscles, a steady heart, and smooth circulation. In short, magnesium keeps your entire vascular system running like it did when you were decades younger. And that's why many doctors say something simple yet profound. If your blood doesn't move well, nothing in your body truly works well. So take a moment to think about your own daily routine. When was the last time you gave your body what it really needs to help your circulation thrive? Do you eat magnesium-rich foods, things like leafy greens, avocados, nuts, seeds, or dark chocolate? Or maybe you've been relying on water alone, thinking it's enough to stay hydrated? You might be surprised how one small change, adding magnesium to your morning water, could become one of the most important decisions you ever make for your heart, your brain, and your vitality. And if you're curious, stay with me. Because in just a moment I'll share how people over 60 are already using this simple method to feel stronger, sharper, and more alive than they have in years, without medication and without complicated routines. But before we go there, I'd love to hear from you. Do you take any magnesium-rich foods daily? Let me know in the comments, because your small story could inspire someone else watching right now to make a life-changing choice. Let me tell you about Paul, a 72-year-old retired mechanic from Texas. A good man, humble, hardworking, the kind of person who never missed a day of work in his younger years. But when age caught up, things started changing quietly. He'd wake up every morning feeling tired, lightheaded, and weak, even though he did what every health book said, drink lots of water. His daughter noticed he was slowing down. His steps were shorter, his memory a bit foggy. He would often say, "I just don't have that spark anymore." And his doctor told him something that didn't quite add up. He was mildly dehydrated, despite drinking plenty of water every day. That was when a nutritionist friend suggested something so simple it almost sounded silly, to add a small pinch of magnesium-rich mineral salt into his morning glass of water. Paul shrugged, tried it, and didn't think much of it. But within a few weeks he started feeling the difference. His morning dizziness faded. The cramps in his legs stopped. His fingers, once cold to the touch, began to feel warm again. He said, "It's like someone turned the lights back on inside me." For Paul, it wasn't about performance or vanity, it was about living again. He could fix things around the house, walk longer with his wife, and even laugh more. Sometimes it's not a new medicine we need, it's a missing mineral our body's been crying for. You see, Paul's story isn't rare, it's just rarely talked about. Because good blood flow isn't just about your heart, it's about everything. Your memory, your strength, even your mood. Think of it this way, your body runs on what I call the blood flow equation. Blood flow equals hydration plus minerals plus nitric oxide. Now, if one of these three is missing, your circulation simply can't do its job. Your cells might get water, but without minerals like magnesium, potassium, and sodium, that water doesn't enter your cells properly. It just passes through you, in one end and out the other. That's why so many older adults feel thirsty even after drinking lots of water. It's not the amount, it's the absorption. Let's make it simple. Imagine your bloodstream as a river. When it's rich in minerals, it flows smoothly, feeding every branch, every corner of the body. But when those minerals are missing, the current weakens. The water becomes still. And a still river can't nourish the land around it. That's what happens inside your body when circulation slows down. Your cells starve, your brain tires, and your energy fades. But the moment you restore that mineral balance, things start to move again. You feel lighter, sharper, alive. This is the missing link most people never think about. It's not age that drains your strength, it's circulation that slows with time. And the truth is, you can reignite it by simply changing what's in your glass of water. So before you take another sip of plain water, ask yourself, is it really hydrating you or just passing through? Because sometimes, the smallest change can bring back the biggest part of you. How to add magnesium to water. Now you might be wondering, how do you actually do this? How do you turn your ordinary glass of water into something that truly supports your circulation and energy? It's simple, and it only takes a few seconds each morning. Here's how you do it step by step. First, choose your source of magnesium. You can use a high-quality magnesium supplement, preferably magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, because these are gentle on the stomach and absorb well into the body. You can also use trace mineral drops, which are liquid and mix easily with water. Next, add about 1/4 teaspoon of magnesium powder, or if you're using liquid minerals, 5 to 10 drops into a full glass of water. Stir gently and let it dissolve completely. The water might taste slightly different, a bit smoother, almost like natural spring water, but that's how you know your body's getting what it's been missing. Drink this once a day, preferably in the morning. That's when your body is waking up, your blood flow is restarting, and your cells are ready to absorb nutrients. But here's an important note. If you're someone who enjoys coffee first thing in the morning, give your body a head start. Drink your mineral water 15 to 20 minutes before your coffee. That little window allows your body to absorb the magnesium fully before caffeine starts its work. And if you're currently on any heart medication, blood pressure pills, or diuretics, it's wise to check with your doctor first. Magnesium is powerful, and when used correctly, it supports your heart beautifully. But like any good thing, balance is key. Start small. A little magnesium goes a long way. Too much too fast can cause stomach upset or loose stools. Your body needs time to adjust. Think of it as teaching your cells how to drink again. When done right, this tiny daily habit could change how you feel, not just for a day but for years to come. You may notice your energy feels steadier, your heartbeat calmer, your hands warmer, your thoughts clearer. Your circulation begins to flow with ease again, quietly, naturally, as it should. Now, if you'd like to take this a step further, there are natural ingredients you can add to your morning water to supercharge its effects, all backed by science. Number 1, beetroot powder. It's one of nature's richest sources of nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide, the molecule that opens your blood vessels and boosts oxygen flow. Many athletes use it for stamina, but it's just as powerful for older adults who want stronger circulation. Number 2, cacao powder. Not the sweetened kind but raw, pure cacao. It's packed with flavonoids that relax your arteries and make them more flexible. It's the reason dark chocolate, in moderation, is considered heart-healthy. Number 3, cinnamon. A tiny pinch can do wonders. It helps regulate blood sugar, which keeps your energy steady throughout the day, and improves circulation by reducing inflammation inside your vessels. And number 4, lemon with a pinch of pink salt. This combination supports hydration at the cellular level. The lemon gives you vitamin C, which protects your arteries, while pink salt adds trace minerals your body needs to hold onto water more efficiently. But remember, this isn't about turning your glass into a fancy drink. It's not for taste. It's for transformation. Think of your morning glass as your first act of care for the day, a quiet ritual that feeds your heart, your brain, and your strength. So go slow, experiment gently, and see what your body responds to. Sometimes, the simplest habit done daily creates the biggest change. And I'd love to hear from you. If you could add just one of these to your morning water tomorrow, which would it be? Beetroot, cacao, or magnesium? Let me know below. Your answer might inspire someone else to take their first step toward better circulation today. Now let's bring it all together into something you can actually do. A simple morning flow ritual that takes less than 10 minutes but can change the entire rhythm of your day. Here's how it goes. When you first wake up, before reaching for your phone, before turning on the TV, walk straight to your kitchen and pour yourself a glass of warm water. Add your pinch of magnesium powder or a few drops of trace minerals. This is your wake-up hydration. That first glass tells your body, the day has begun, let's move. It wakes up your blood, your organs, and your mind. You'll feel it, that quiet clarity, that gentle spark in your chest. Next, take 5 to 10 minutes for movement. Nothing fancy, just slow stretching, rolling your shoulders, lifting your arms, maybe walking to your porch and back. You're not exercising, you're circulating. You're telling your blood, keep flowing, don't get stuck. After that, when it's time for breakfast, include something rich in natural nitrates, foods like spinach, beets, or pomegranate juice. These aren't just healthy foods, they're nature's blood vessel openers. They tell your arteries, relax, breathe, expand. And before you take that first sip of coffee, try something simple. Pause and breathe. 3 slow, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. This small act lowers your cortisol, the stress hormone that tightens arteries, and increases your nitric oxide, the molecule that opens them. These small acts might seem ordinary, but they carry a powerful message to your body. I'm still here. I'm still alive. and I'm taking charge. You don't need a cabinet full of pills. You don't need extreme routines or expensive treatments. What you need is consistency. Tiny, daily steps that rebuild your strength quietly from the inside out. And over time you'll start to notice, your mornings feel lighter, your hands warmer, your energy smoother, your mind calmer. Because you've given your body something priceless, circulation. But here's the truth we don't like to face. Ignoring your circulation is like letting your car engine run with no oil. It might run today, maybe even tomorrow, but one day it'll stop when you need it most. Every year after 50, blood flow becomes the deciding factor between independence and decline. Between waking up strong or waking up stiff. Between living fully or simply existing. And it doesn't happen overnight, it's the small daily neglects that build up. Skipping hydration, sitting too long, ignoring that tired feeling in your legs, or telling yourself, I'm just getting old. But it's never too late to restore it. The moment you choose to care, your body begins to respond. Every sip of mineral-rich water, every deep breath, every stretch is a signal of life returning. All it takes is one conscious choice, what you put in your morning glass. So tomorrow morning when the sun rises and you reach for your cup, ask yourself, is this glass just water? Or is it medicine for your circulation, your strength, and your future? Healthy aging isn't about trying to live forever. It's about living fully. It's about waking up each day with a body that still listens to you, still obeys you, still carries you where you want to go. When your blood moves freely, everything changes. Your mind sharpens. Your memory clears. Your heart beats stronger. And that quiet confidence, the kind that makes you stand taller, smile easier, and walk with purpose, it comes right back. Because the truth is, circulation is life. Every heartbeat, every breath, every thought depends on it. And you have more control over it than you've been told. So here's my question to you, what will you put in your morning glass tomorrow? Will you try adding a pinch of magnesium? Maybe a dash of beetroot powder? Or perhaps a few drops of trace minerals? Whatever you choose, share it with us below. Your small story could light a spark in someone else watching right now. At Elderly Advice for Life, we believe age is not the end, it's the upgrade. It's the moment when you finally start taking care of yourself, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. So don't let the years silence your strength. Take them as a gift, and use every new sunrise to rebuild what time has tried to take away. Remember, you are not too old to feel young again. You are not too late to begin again. Because your best years are not behind you, they're waiting just ahead. And as always, this is Elderly Advice for Life, where we don't just age, we age wisely.